What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Littleroot Lessons, episode 29. We got a bunch of stuff to talk this week.
We got memed.
We got a bunch of stuff to talk about this week. As always, I am your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. What's up, man?
We got memed.
What are you talking about?
Players' Cup 2 was supposed to be Series 6, and they sent it to us as Series 5 and Series 6 at the same time.
So everyone's just like, well, obviously the 5 was a typo. It's whatever. We'll play Series 6 because that's the new thing. No,
we're going to play Series 5,
yeah,
which we already done this,
yeah,
and it's not that great. I'm like, yeah, I get to play with Gyarados and Magnezone again, but then that means like Cinderace, Rillabooms everywhere, and that's kind of boring.
So, what's really bad is we record every Thursday.
Yep.
That's when we record. And that's when the Players' Cup announcement came out last week. So that's what we talked about last week.
Real hype.
And then Friday comes out and
they're
like, oh, hey, by the way, this is actually Series 5. And we're like, well, good thing we didn't just talk up Series 6 the entire episode. So, like, it basically killed our entire last episode because it's just like, the information we gave is just doesn't matter. Like, that's the worst part. It's like, our content wasn't even alive for like a week.
Yep.
The worst part is because we release every Monday. That was 3 days that people knew what was going on, and we're just like, okay, well, we're just gonna run with it because.
So let's just say hype for the Players' Cup has died down significantly.
And dude, it sucks. It really does. Simply put, it sucks because I was really excited to play Series 6, and I know a lot of people were because you know even though like Series 6 is more aggressive, there's still, I feel like more mons are way more viable in it.
For sure, it's more of a solved format versus unsolved format. The solved formats are fun for certain people, and certain strategies are good, and vice versa is the same for unsolved formats. Unsolved formats in Pokemon tend to be more aggro, which that usually qualifies for any competitive game.
Yeah. The
aggressive strategies are usually better early on, and then as the format progresses, the control strategies get better and better and better.
And so I feel like had this been Series 6, it would have pushed the format into a position where it's not necessarily solved, but it gives you a more like secure foundation of, okay, these teams are good. These mons are good.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, right now on ladder, it's just like, it's the Wild West, man. You can run into anything.
What did you run into earlier? You saw Quick Guard Terrakion.
I played against Quick Guard Terrakion. I played against, like, 6 Mamoswines today. It's just like, mind you, all of them were paired with Raichu, and I don't understand why. None of them were policy. Like, none of them were surf policy shenanigans.
There's probably someone who copied a Pokepaste somewhere, and then that person saw it and copied that Pokepaste somewhere.
Or I played the same guy 6 times.
I highly doubt that. I could probably.
I played the same guy 3 times today. He was the Pelipper.
The rain guy?
Yeah, it was like Pelipper and Raichu shenanigans. I ran into him like 3 times on Showdown today. But like it's just unfortunate because, you know, I was really excited to play Series 6. And I know a lot of people were. And now it's 1M.
I realized it hit double N.
It's just really unfortunate because now it's just like, okay, well, instead you get to go look at last month's stuff and play what's good. Have fun.
Which... that isn't totally true. Series 6 is bleeding into Series 5 a little bit more.
Sure.
We're seeing more PZ. We're seeing more Urshifu. The Colossal beat-up teams are starting to pop up again and be a little bit more prevalent than what they were before Series 6 started.
Granted, it also won Players' Cup 1. So, like...
Colossal did. The beat-up didn't, but Colossal did.
Oh, was it not...
There was no beat-up on
cool.
Super Tanti's team. It was straight Colossal.
But, so, yeah, it does help that, like, the longer the format adapts and, like, Series 6 has become more, like, solidified of what it's actually doing, that has bled over into Series 5, and I think that's fine, but I don't know how I feel.
Make
if you
sure
want me
your
to be 100%
PZs can
honest.
survive max high jump kicks from Cinderaces and you'll be fine.
Yeah, you outspeed them and one-shot them.
Yeah, if you're running Tailwind.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
then they also are running Tailwind.
Nah.
Yeah.
Every Cinderace I have ran into today did not have it.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah, like, legitimately didn't see any Defiant, and I didn't see any Tailwind with it.
I feel like that's super incorrect.
I'm just telling you what I saw, man.
Also,
know that
Showdown's
is-
never an accurate representation for,
No,
for this. That's what sucks. The other part is you can't practice Series 5 on anything unless you want to practice with another buddy.
Yeah, because, like, Series 5 is on Showdown as VGC 20, for those who don't know. And Series 6 is Battle Stadium Doubles.
Yep.
Those are two different formats. That is important to know. And there's a bunch of times where I ran into a Series 16 and they just conceded in team preview.
Yep.
It's like, and I'll message them and be like, hey, by the way, Battle Stadium Doubles is what you're looking for.
Yep.
And I've had some that are like, very rude about it. It's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. And others are like, oh, cool, I didn't know that. Like, I just want to help people, man. Don't be a jerk about it.
But yeah, Players Cup Series, Players Cup 2 qualifiers are going to be Series 5. That means your unbanned ones that have been running the format for the past 2 months before Series 6 came out is going to probably be... I would expect the breakdown to look like what we saw from Series 5's like actual Players Cup. Like a lot of Incineroar, a lot of Incineroar, Togekiss, Rillaboom, T-Tar, a lot of the big ones you just already know, like all the ones that got banned. I would just expect to see tons of them because they're the good Pokemon. Outside of that, I would expect to see more Colossal than last time. I would expect to see more Porygon Z than last time. What other gimmicks have come out of the Swords of Justice got better? Like
in all actuality, yeah.
They've been proven that they're actually really good. Cobalion's probably the best one because it's not weak to Rillaboom. Like
to be fair, Virizion
has the lowest attack of all of them.
But it's also not weak to Rillaboom. It's also the fastest?
It has the most special defense.
Oh. What's the fastest in Terrakion?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Awkward.
The one that doesn't get bounced.
Yeah, the one that's a rock.
Yeah.
Explain that one to me. The rock is
they're all
faster
the same
than...
speed.
Are they?
Terrakion has the most attack, Cobalion has the most defense, Virizion has the most special defense.
Okay.
Their all max speed is 176.
Okay.
So.
I didn't know that. I ran into Quick Card Terrakion. I think we've said that.
Yeah, we said
I don't
that.
know. It was weird because I was playing, I'm just like, huh, well, you stopped my Grassy Glide, but you're not going to stop this high horsepower next turn, so...
Nope.
And they clicked it again, I'm just like, alright, well, I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fall for the same thing twice. So, I won that game.
Yep.
It was not particularly close after I saw their gimmick.
Lapras, I expect Lapras to pop back up a little bit more. Lapras is like paired with Comfey, can take a hit from Rillaboom, and then probably Oak or Rillaboom right back since you have an easy way to proc weakness policy that's getting popular.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Goodrow on that team to switch into Rillaboom if you just want to swap Lapras out.
I feel like we've talked about that team a lot.
The team's good, it's just...
It feels like it's missing something.
It's worse with Dragapult in the format because Goodrow loses to Dragapult. Which you think, like, Lapras being able to deal with Dragapult would be a good solve for it, but it doesn't actually solve anything. Goodrow still loses to Dragapult.
I feel like it's just missing something.
Like, you have that set core, you have a water type and a dragon type and a fairy type. You need a steel type to cover it, you need fire grass still, which Rillaboom and Incineroar isn't a bad, just fire grass pairing to go with Lapras because they both get fake out, they both can support the Lapras a little bit. Primarina being popular means Rillaboom is probably a better Pokemon on that team for sure. And then you have one more spot for a steel type. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you probably just run Magazone or
Ferrothorn.
Or Ferrothorn. I've
seen a lot of Ferrothorns. Ferrothorn has definitely picked up in popularity between when Series 5 was a thing and now.
Part of that was because of the Players' Cup. The Ferrothorn did really, really well in the Players' Cup. So you could probably run Ferrothorn instead of Rillaboom if you really wanted to. It all depends on how you want to beat Primarina.
Huh.
So, but then fire types again, it's like Incineroar, Arcanine. You could run Charizard probably on that team. Just like having having a third Gigantamax threat is probably a third threat is really good because if your two threats don't like pan out right, then you could just have Charizard as a backup that's going to deal significant damage with the Max Wildfire. What other teams? Urshifu's going to be popular again. Both Dark and Water we're going to see probably bigger tick ups. Even though Togekiss is back, the Dark one's popping up more and more because T-Tar is a good counter to Tyranitar.
Something I've seen a lot today on Ladder is way more Talonflames than there were before.
Yeah.
I think that's because of Series 6, people have realized that, hey, Talonflame actually has like a viability.
Talonflame could actually do something. It's going to be just a Tailwind setter and then like maybe a special attack or a physical attack out of it one time, but it's going to do something.
I ran into Talonflame Serena a lot today. Like that combination as a lead, just like that's really awkward because I can't fake out you to stop the Tailwinds. So you're gonna have Tailwind, and then your Serena's gonna outspeed me. It's like this is really bad, and more importantly because I'm playing Whimsicott. It's just like I can't do anything to you because Queenly Majesty.
You just Tailwind and respond. You just Tailwind.
I do, but I can't. The big thing is like without the Serena, I have +1 priority taunt, which I get my taunt off before they get their Tailwind off.
Yeah.
And then they don't get Tailwind, and then like I get my taunt off before they can taunt me because their taunt doesn't have priority, mine does. And like if they do get their Tailwind up because they're faster than me or whatever, like that's fine because then I can just Tailwind next turn.
Yeah. I feel like the lead to beat that is just like Tailwind yourself and then either hit Talonflame or Serena with a super effective hit. I feel like you're fine there.
Unless their weakness policy. I ran into that.
That's a bulky Serena.
They did Talonflame Serena, Dynamax Serena, and pecked it.
Neat.
I died that game. I was not ready for weakness policy Serena.
But yeah, that's a lot of what the Series 6 is bleeding into Series 5. We know a lot of what the Series 5 is, what teams will probably look like. There's the TED Core, which is Togekiss, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Dragapult. That one's real popular, real strong. There's Sun Trick Room with Venusaur, Torkoal, Dusclops, Porygon 2, or and then like some Trick Room Abuser.
I'm actually thinking about it. You know, I played probably 100 games today on Ladder, on Showdown. I don't think I played against a single Dragapult.
That's surprising because
that's real surprising.
I've seen Dragapult almost every other game.
Yeah, I don't think I played against Dragapult at all.
That's unfair. The guy that likes to play Gudra sees all the Dragapult, and the guy who doesn't play any dragons is running into 0 of them.
That's not true. I have a Kingdra on my team.
Yeah, now, after I told you the wonders of being colossal with it.
True. So, let's talk about what we're playing as of now.
As for now, yeah.
I mean, granted, this changes like every day. But
yeah, because we find something new.
So, I am a fan of Whimsicott. I miss Whimsicott dearly. It is one of my favorite Pokemon. Dude, it's just so fun. I love playing with it.
I'm sad because I couldn't use Q-Tip. Now I can, I guess.
So we have Fake Tears.
Yeah.
Which is great because it pairs with PZ. So you just blow everything up.
You just get all of them as long as they don't quad resist you.
So Focus Sash, Whimsicott, max special attack, max speed, Tailwind Taunt, Fake Tears, and Energy Ball. Energy Ball's just kind of whatever. It pick an attack. It could be Moonblast. It could be Energy Ball. I don't really care. It does damage when I get taunted. It also can break sashes, which is important. Yeah. And then the PZ set is currently Life Orb. But the more I think about it, the less I want Life Orb on it. Because like if I am doing Fake Tears things, then I don't need Life Orb.
Yeah.
And Adaptability Hyper Beam already chunks everything. So between Modest, Max Special Attack, Adaptability, that chunks basically everything. And what it doesn't, Fake Tears helps secure KOs on.
Yeah.
So it's currently Life Orb. I'm not sold on it needing Life Orb, which if so, is probably going to become Assault Vest, and then throwing Ice Beam instead of Protect, which I think that's just fine. Also gives us a non-zero amount of bulk, so we can actually live some attacks.
Yeah.
You want to scroll back up for me so I can talk about the rest of the team? This originally was Cinderace, Rillaboom, Togekiss. And the more I played... Like, originally it was like... it was Cinderace, Rillaboom, Togekiss, Whimsicott. Just like, I'm going to play all the band bonds that I like.
Yeah.
Just do the thing. And then... the more I played, the less I realized I was bringing Cinderace, and the more I wanted just like a support fire, so that became Incineroar. I just literally stole Santi's set and just slapped it on. And I don't know if I like it. Like, actually thinking about it, I think because I already have PZ who's weak to Urshifu, I would rather this be Incineroar. I mean, rather this be Arcanine. Yeah.
Go fast Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, like, just Will-O-Wisp, like, Safety Goggles Will-O-Wisp, or, like, Citrus Berry, and then have, like, I could, like, have, like, Extreme Speed, which can break sashes, which is actually really sweet. Aaron Zhang was playing a team with aggressive Raichu and aggressive Arcanine. Have you seen this?
No.
It was Decidueye and Drifblim. So, like, you had potential weakness policy Drifblim things because you have Shadow Sneak.
Yeah.
But you also have Swords Dance Decidueye, which hits like a truck. Mm-hmm. So, it's really cool. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go watch it because the team really performs really well. And people don't anticipate like Volt Tackle Raichu to do as much damage as it does, nor like max attack Arcanine. It's like chunking things out of existence. So I could see Incineroar becoming Arcanine, and if so, it's probably going to be physical Arcanine. Probably with like Flare Blitz, potentially Wild Charge. There's 100 different attacks it could run. Rillaboom's carrying the Rose Incense because it was originally going to be banned, and then I'm still testing things. I could see it being banned and then turn Protect into Drain Punch, just to have one, another piece of coverage, and two, recovery.
If you run Assault Vest, I can see it being Drain Punch, but if you're going to run Choice Band, you just want to run Superpower.
That's awkward. I don't know if I like Choice Band Superpower.
It's the most bang for your buck, and that's what you're wanting to do with Choice Band. You're wanting to pick up Okos with your Choice Band on. Yeah,
okay. I can see that.
That's why you do that.
Of course, like if you're doing that, you don't get Fake Out.
You can run Woodhammer instead, or you.
Which, if I'm turning Incineroar into Arcanine, that's one less Fake Out user. So if I turn it into Arcanine, I probably want to keep Rose Incense, because then I still have my Fake Out support.
Yeah.
Then Scopeland's Togekiss. I'm pretty sure this is the exact EV spread that you sent me earlier in the week, because I'm just like, hey, I deleted all these. I don't have access to them anymore. Can you send those to me?
Yeah.
Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Protect, Follow Me.
Just bulky crit.
Yep. And then the last member of the team originally was Politoed, and then I realized I never bring Politoed. Because it clicked Helping Hand, I think, like 3 times in the 50 games I played with it or whatever, like 70 games. And just like, I never brought it. So I'm just like, I don't want this. So then Carl's like, hey, you don't really have an answer to Colossal. You should probably answer that. I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to Dynamax this Kingdra because I already have PZ and Rillaboom and like potentially Togekiss. So what about just like Choice Specs Kingdra? And so we're running Choice Specs Kingdra because it literally obliterates everything.
Notably, Choice Specs Modest, Choice Specs plus Special Attack Nature Scald can Oko Max Colossal. If you just copy Santi's Colossal, it will go down to Kingdra, like Choice Specs Kingdra Scald.
More importantly, we have Tailwind, so we can actually outspeed the Dragapult, so we can get our Scald off before they get to do anything. Yeah, before they get their Surf. And if you don't pick up the KO, the Surf will kill them.
Yeah.
So, that I haven't played against it, but in theory, that's 100% win rate against Colossal as a lead.
Yeah.
Like, if you lead that and they lead that, you win. So, I haven't tested it. I haven't played against Colossal because like Showdown's really wonky and you don't get to play against what you want. But I'm probably going to build this on cart to some degree. Like these, I definitely want like Whimsicott PZ together. I think those two together are just insane, and everything around it I have no idea. Rillaboom's felt really good. I never really actually played Rillaboom in its prime. So it's just
Rillaboom's like a.
Oh yeah, like now that I'm
like
playing
a drug,
it,
man.
like I'm just like, oh, give me more of that.
Yeah, Rillaboom's great. You probably want to keep Togekiss because redirection with Porygon Z is really, really good. Plus, it helps cover your fighting type weakness really well.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a non-zero amount of Conkeldurs. I've seen quite a few Urshifus. So just chunking them.
Like you said, Incineroar is probably better off as like a different, like an Arcanine or something else. And then Rillaboom, you just gotta figure out your set for Rillaboom.
Incineroar could become Gyarados. Like that gives me another Intimidate Abuser. Gives me my water coverage, and if so, then I can cut Kingdra for something as well.
You just gotta make sure that your Gyarados doesn't just get blown out by Colossal.
True. Because we don't outspeed.
No, you don't.
We could if we have Tailwind, but I don't know if you're going to be able to.
You're also attacking into a very bulky defensive Colossal.
That's the thing is how bulky are you? Like how bulky is the Colossal? Because liquidation will hurt, but not enough to actually.
Not a lot.
Yeah. So then you're like committing your Dynamax to it, and Max guys are into it. Will obviously deal with it, but
that's a lot of commitment for.
Yeah.
Then they have a Dragon Portal on the other side with Breaking Swipe that lowers your attack and whatnot.
Okay, thanks. So I'm still playing around with this, but I definitely like Whimsicott PZ. It's felt the number of games I've played where I'm just like, all right, well this is my lead. It doesn't matter. I probably lead those two. Probably 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And probably 70% of those games I win. Just because they don't have an answer to PC.
They just led wrong.
Yep.
And that's the hyper offensive motto. Lead wrong, win games.
Yep.
Like
there's been times where like they stall out my Dynamax and then it's just like, alright, well, Hyper Beam you. You're dead.
Yeah.
So against Dusclops, like you get taunt for Dusclops. If it's psychic terrain and if they have like Indeedee and Dusclops, they're going to get Trick Room up. At which point, don't click Tailwind.
Yeah.
Your best bet is like Energy Ball plus Max Darkness, and then clear. Like the Dusclops isn't doing anything to you. So then you can just Max Darkness them into Oblivion.
I'm interested in seeing if there's a way you can just like lead against Dusclops. That's where you can just like take it out with Max Darkness plus.
Oh, you do. Max Darkness plus Fake Tears. Oko's it.
Well, yeah. But like, if there's Psychic Terrain, is there a way to where you can just Oko the Indeedee as well?
No, because they have Follow Me. Because they get both. It just makes it really hard to be able to chunk them.
Almost can Oko.
Well, that's also that's also Choice Scarf.
Well, you said I'm checking for Assault. Your potential changes.
Okay.
Because if you're not running Life Orb, then this doesn't matter. So you can almost Oko without Life Orb.
Maybe we want Helping Hand on there somewhere instead then. Because like if they have Indeedee, then like Whimsicott's just not good.
Like that's why they play Clefairy Porygon Z, because you get to run Follow Me, Helping Hand after you for Trick Room. When they get to go set up Trick Room, you take out the Indeedee and then you get to blow up whatever's next to it. After the turn after that, because Clefairy's 30 something. I think it's 35 min speed.
It's real slow.
It's pretty close to. It's in the range of most Trick Room abusers.
The thing is Whimsicott gives you access to Tailwind, which allows you to do a Cinderace, and that's been very good. The fact that you get it, like if they don't have fake out or their own tailwind, you just obliterate their Cinderace.
Well, then that's what you just click follow me for. It's the same way.
Yeah, I guess.
You just hit the follow me button and then you blow up the Cinderace.
Yeah, but man, Fake Tears is great. Fake Tears is, dude, it has saved me so many times. It is, like, against majority of Laprases, you just Fake Tears plus Thunder and they go down. It's been great. And the reason it's Thunder instead of Thunderbolt is because it was originally Politoed. I was like, yeah, sure, Rain. And I just have never changed it. Plus, like, extra damage.
The goal here is, like, the thinking here is, like, Thunder is probably fine still. It's just, like, if you're Dynamaxing, you want the extra little bit of add your Dynamax damage. So it's, like, Thunder's just a little bit stronger than Thunderbolt. It's not a lot, but it's significant. It can pick up KOs and whatnot. But yeah, like, that's why they play Clefairy. Clefairy's good against the Trick Room team. And I expect Trick Room to probably be very prevalent because I'm not seeing anywhere in Showdown. That means everyone's hiding their Trick Room sets for a reason. That's the only thing I think of. Yeah, your team's really cool. I like it a lot. It's not for me because it's just hyper aggro. But
exactly. I knew when I was building this, I'm like, this is not Carl. Like, this is... He's gonna I'm gonna send it to him, and he's gonna critique it, and then I'm going to continue playing it.
Yeah. As for my team, I get to play with my 4-bond core of Gyarados, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Magnezone again. I'm super excited to play with these guys again.
All 4 of these have been banned, and I just realized that.
Yeah, I'm super excited to get to play with these guys. Moxie Dose, Assault Vest, Waterfall Bounce, Iron Head, and Lash Out to deal with Side Spam. Rose Incense, G-Max, Rillaboom with Grassy Glide, U-Turn, Fake Out, and Protect. Safety Goggles, Incineroar Special to help deal with physical Amoonguses because everyone just plays defensive Amoongus and they just pass on the special defense, and that's when we get them. Burning Jealousy, Snarl, Parting Shot, Fake Out. And then Magnezone's Grassy Seed Analytic, max HP, very bulky boy, no actual investment in our special attack because we're analytic and we want to be able to hit body press for T-Tar with the Grassy Seed. So the cool part is like these 4, I'm real high on these 4. They make a great core. One protects the other, protects the other, protects the other. There's a lot of coverage on these 4 just by themselves. Beyond that, you get to pair it with whatever hyper offensive lead you really, really want. Goodra Comfey is really good. Comfey Lapras could be good. I've tried out Dusclops T-Tar for having a slow mode and a fast mode because I'm just kind of in this middle speed tier. So if we're against Trick Room, I can go fast and reset Trick Room. If I'm slower, then I can just go into Trick Room and just outspeed them all that way. Currently, right now, I'm playing with Porygon Z and Clefairy, mainly because Clefairy helps me against Trick Room. Porygon Z just hits really, really hard.
PZ just chunks things, dude.
Everything.
It just blows things up, and it is so good. It is such a good feeling. Just be like, all right, well, you're dead.
Yep. Mine notably is timid, so I can outspeed certain things. I run Ice Beam over Thunder because I have Magnezone. I don't really need the hard electric coverage. I also like being able to change the weather from sand or sun or rain to whatever I want it to be, which in this case is hail. Clefairy, pretty standard, 212 HP, max defense, 44 special defense. Sassy nature, so we get to 150 on both. After you protect, follow me, helping hand, no attacks, just because Clefairy's not going to do a whole lot of damage anyway. Attacking with it's pretty useless. But yeah, so a lot of the leads here are really cool. Like Gyarados helps me. I can lead Incineroar Rillaboom with double Fake Out against hyper offensive leads and just fake them out on turn 1 just to see what they're doing. If they don't protect, they get chip damage and they break sashes. If they do protect, then it's whatever. A lot of the times I like to lead Gyarados Incineroar against either Gyarados Incineroar or Rillaboom Incineroar against Cinderace because Cinderace will almost always go Max Knuckle into Incineroar.
Mm-hmm.
And we survive the Max Knuckle, their attack goes up, but we get in with the Burning Jealousy and we're able to burn them, and then Incineroar is just neutered for the rest of the game.
Yep.
If they don't go Max Knuckle into Incineroar, they usually Max Airstream into Rillaboom, who will usually swap out for Magnezone, get the defense boost from our Grassy Seed, and eat the Max Airstream and take like 15%, and then they still get burned.
Yep.
So Incineroar, Special Incineroar is like the ultimate counter for like Cinderace on this team. Colossal's a little bit harder to beat, but we can do it. A lot of the time it's using Clefairy and Gyarados together. You hit the follow me button on your Clefairy, redirect Colossal's attack, and just take out the Colossal. That's usually how it works. And then you get the Moxie boost, or then you just get to sweep from there. Because they have a support Dragapult and whatever their other supporting mons are in the back, and Gyarados just claps them all. Because you're +1 or neutral, whatever you are after that. Notably, I put the extra point in defense instead of special defense because the special defense is 120, and there's no point, in my opinion, just going to 121 if it doesn't get you the extra point.
What does the defense get you to?
It gets me to 99 instead of 98.
Yeah, sure.
Like it's
literally
whatever.
Yeah.
It's either it's going on special defense for no reason, or it's going on defense for no reason,
yeah.
or HP for no reason. So it's just like whatever.
You're gonna regret not having it in HP and dying. Just think of the times you could live on exactly one.
It's probably not going to happen very often.
No. I'll answer that question for free.
The Rillaboom set's cute. I'm probably going to change the EVs on Rillaboom and probably move some stuff around. I'm not as impressed with just Rose and Sense because it just doesn't do as much. I thought I have a choice band set I might play, which is Woodhammer, Grassy Glide, U-Turn, and Superpower, which is pretty much.
I forgot he got U-Turn.
It's pretty much Santi's set from his Rillaboom, which the EVs are really, really good on it. It survives Max Airstream from Togekiss, and it survives Max Fire from Cinderace, and a lot of cool stuff like that. So
yeah, but how like my Cinderace was not running a fire move, and I don't know if I'm in the minority on that.
You're probably in the minority on that
one
now because things like my Incineroar that I'm running are running around with Burning Jealousy, being able to swap back to fire to avoid.
That's fair.
A burn is important. Magnezone, like I said, is set up to be kind of just like Togekiss counter, can help against T-Tar and other dark types, helps against Primarina, which is a big problem for this team because Primarina is just annoying. Flash Cannon, Body Press, Thunderbolt, and Protect covers a lot. Relax Nature specifically just to increase our body press damage as much as possible.
I'm surprised you're not max defense, like in all actuality.
We want to be able to live Earth Power from Gastrodon.
And you can't unless you're max HP?
Yeah.
That's fair.
We got enough special defense and HP that we can sometimes survive an Earth Power from Gastrodon.
I don't, like, that specific instance I don't know if you need to worry about because you have Rillaboom, which can just...
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, just look at it and tell it to go away.
Yeah, but it happens. It comes up. Notably, Earth Power from Venusaur is also survivable.
That one is a little more common.
Yeah, but Max Quake's not survivable because it's just really big and
it's Max
we're not.
Yeah.
But if you get enough like swapping around and stall it out, it's probably fine. You could probably get around a Venusaur Max Quake, no problem. And then, like I said, Porygon Z, I'm like again Ice Beam. I expect Venusaur Sun TR to be actually really popular. Ice Beam is my counter to that, just because I don't have a real good way. Like Incineroar doesn't do a whole lot of fire type damage to Venusaur. Just like Burning Jealousy is just like a burn move instead of an actual like OKU move. But yeah, like I said, any two hyper offensive league, any pair can fit with these four. This is pretty close to what I was playing before Series 6 started. And then Series 6 happened and I had to drop the entire team because the core was gone.
Yep, which is really unfortunate, but here we are.
Yep.
Getting to play an old series for some reason.
Yeah.
I legitimately think that Wolfie's explanation for it is the most realistic.
That seems the most right.
Someone forgot to download the rule set.
And just messed up.
Yep.
They just messed up.
Because I think they had it set up before they made the announcement for it.
Probably.
And as a result, they just didn't. Like, I think it's more likely that someone messed up and didn't download the rule set than it is that someone made a typo.
Yeah. Agreed. If I don't run this, it'll probably be some Lapras Comfey Gudra thing.
I'm a big fan of Lapras. I really am. I just think there's a little too much Rillaboom running around.
That's why we got Gudra.
True.
Yeah, that'll probably be the other thing. Is like if I don't run Lapras Comfey Gudra, it's like what is this or Lapras team?
I need to start putting this together on cart.
Same. I need to lock something in and start putting it together as well.
That's where I'm at. Is I'm going to lock in a team by Monday. That is my
Thankfully,
goal.
I have most of this already kind of together.
I have my shiny PZ. That's the only part of my team I have.
I have my shiny Magazone. I have Ponyo the Gyarados. I have a Rillaboom done. I got a shiny Incineroar off of Home's Wonder Trade. So.
I have literally never bred Rillabooms. Like I have never played it.
I actually have a box that's just all like competitive ready Rillabooms.
Yeah, I was not joking when I said I have never actually put together a Rillaboom set.
I need to get a Porygon Z and I need to get a Clefairy put together. That's where we're at.
Well, I mean, you have Let's Go back from me, so you can always get your shiny PZ that way.
If I want to do that. Do I want to do that? Probably not.
It doesn't take that long. Plus, if I play Arcanine, I have that one done too.
I also have shiny Arcanine.
But if I play Kingdra, I have that one too. Man, this team's just coming together.
There you go. You got shiny Togekiss too, don't you?
I do, but it's not mine. I traded for it on Home, so I would want to get my own.
Short notice it works.
Yeah, it'll work.
So yeah, that's Players Cup 2. For those of you wanting to make a stand and play your Series 6 teams in the Series 5 event, salute to you.
Good luck.
I hope you can get there. I hope you make a statement with it and tell them that, hey, Series 5 didn't matter. We're going to play Series 6. If we could do the gentleman's agreement for Series 6, I'd be okay with that
for
too.
sure. If just
but there's going to be the people that don't. And that's
if everyone on the internet can just be like, hey, we're doing this, I'd be okay with it. But I know that's not going to happen. Exactly.
I'd rather just like, hey, gentleman's agreement Series 6, but it's not going to happen at all.
So, in all actuality, I would like to test against other Series 6 teams, other Series 5 teams on cart. So if you have one done, please reach out to me on Discord. My information's on there. You can always reach out to me on Twitter as well. I believe my DMs are open. So yeah, just like I want to play games, probably best of 3s, probably record them, throw them up on YouTube, just have some extra content going up. Because people are going to be looking for stuff for Series 5 again.
Yeah.
So being able to put out content for it, once again, is probably the best thing we can do for it. So,
by the time this goes out, we have already had our Littleroot Rumble, which I believe we're doing Series 6 still.
Okay. Is that Saturday?
It'd be Sunday. It's Sunday night.
Probably not then. I'm trying to decide if I want to play. I don't know.
If it's Series 6, I wouldn't worry about playing.
If it's Series 6, I'm going to play my Durant team and beat people up.
I have my the team I talked about last week, the Volcarona.
That's the team I'm talking about.
Super cute. I want to play that team so bad. Volcarona, Lapras, Comfey, Gudra.
Can you do a quick search for me on Showdown? I want to see if there's anything that gets Prankster and String Shot.
Prankster and String Shot?
It lowers both of their speeds. And I don't think so. No. Volbeat gets Prankster?
Apparently so. There was at one point, but it's not legal now.
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
Stats on this guy are kind of
not Oh, those are awful.
That was low 100. He's got decent speed and decent special defense.
Yeah, special defense and defense are not the worst I've ever seen.
So he's a bulky support.
What about the other one?
Ulamis?
Yeah. Are his stats better? Oh, they're actually the exact same.
I'm about to say they should be the exact same.
Oh no, it's special.
One's a physical, one's special.
But past that, I'm pretty sure their move pools are pretty dang close too.
Yeah.
Man, now I'm upset. I wanted to string shot people.
Just go with Galvantula or something.
No, that's what you have Volcarona for. Galvantula can do it and then Electro Ball people.
Yeah.
Just run them over.
I ran into Galvantula on Littleroot laddering this week, and it was really cool because it's just like Electro Web, Sticky Web,
yeah,
and then discharge. That's
what I did on my my original Gen 5 playthrough. Like my original black team had Galvantula that used Sticky Web into just Electro Ball run you over. It was great. It was actually like the only thing on that team I remember.
So, are we ready to talk about Team of the Week here? Speaking of Volcarona.
Yeah, let's talk some Volcarona. So I can actually play this one. So most likely what's going to be happening for a non-zero amount of time is Carl and I are going to be switching back and forth on laddering each week. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be putting stuff out, but, we'll figure that out when it happens. So we have Eject Button, Hitmontop. Hitmontop's another one I forgot. I always gets Intimidate, too. Mm-hmm. Problem is it just gets beat up by, like...
everything.
Togekiss and, just anything that looks at it funny. But this is a moderately offensive, like, Hitmontop, all things considered. Close combat, fake out, helping hand coaching. I don't know if we need all that attack if our only attacking move is close combat.
That's probably to just reach an OPO threshold.
Yeah, that's probably fair. But on what? I would like to know. Who is this even by?
Howard on the post. One of our newer members joined the Discord. I think they joined a couple weeks ago.
I actually don't know the answer to this one.
It's been about a week or so. They came in and were talking about the team and...
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know.
We've had a lot of just newer members that kind of just like show up, talk for a bit, and then they kind of go quiet for a while. But that's fine. It happens. But Hitmontop, Eject Button, the team's supposed to be like, here's Volcarona, like doing its thing. Heat Wave, Struggle Bug, Will-O-Wisp, Protect with Focus Sash and Flame Body. Real fast, hits like a truck. Struggle Bug is really cool. It's just a cool like bug type move. It hits both of them. So we're just like spread damage and spread stat drops.
Struggle Bug is really sweet. I'm a big fan of it.
I wonder if we can survive Porygon Z if we hit that Struggle Bug.
We should be faster than it. Plus we're Sash, so we hopefully can get a second one off. If we can just go like double Struggle Bug, we should be in a pretty decent position. Just because, like you said, Struggle Bug does hit both, so like it gets around the redirection from Clefairy.
Yep.
Plus, like, Will-O-Wisp is good against the non-PZ threats, like the physical threats. Struggle Bug's really good against the special attackers. Like, so Volcarona actually is pretty cool here because it is a like moderately supportive role.
But it still hits hard.
Oh, it can hit like a truck because of Heat Wave. So, I'm really interested. Like, Volcarona was one of the mods that I really wanted to play with early on in Series 5 when it was first introduced, and it kind of fell off the face of the earth because everything else, like, the format was solved real quick, it seemed.
Series 5 is... The format was revolved around these HA starters and these Gigantamax... starters and everything like that. And it just blew up really, really fast. Starters are always really powerful, I feel like, and that's because they're so pushed.
Maybe it's just me, but this is like... The last generation was like the first time that they were pushed. because if I remember correctly, the hidden ability starters didn't come out till Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh.
I could be wrong on that, but I'm not entirely sure. But before that, they weren't good. They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then you get your hidden ability ones, and that's when like Primarina and Incineroar became really popular. And then you get the same instance here where like they weren't really ever played, like outside of like a random Inteleon here and there, you wouldn't really ever see them. So now that they have their hidden abilities, it just became the best thing they could do.
Yeah. Rounding out the rest of this team here, we have a Assault Fish Dracozolt. You don't see that very often.
No. Normally that's carrying a Life Orb, but I actually really like the Assault Vest here.
Yeah, it's really cool. Bolt Beak, Dragonclaw, Stomping Tantrum, and Fire Fang. And this spread is really spread out here. I believe this is just like, make sure we have enough speed to where it's like we can outspeed things if we need to. Make sure that we have enough attack that we actually deal damage still. And enough special defense that we could probably survive a Primarina hit of some sort. Corviknight here with Lumberry, Adamant, which is very odd. We don't see Adamant Corviknight either. Ironhead, Brave Bird, Bulk Up, and Roost. The set's pretty standard. It's just surprising that we're Adamant and Bulk Up as well.
I don't think we need the extra attack.
I don't think we do either. I think we'd rather just be bulkier. Like, put some in the special defense slot and put some in the defense slot, so that way when we bulk up, you're going to get enough attack boosts off of bulk up usually.
Yeah, because you just want to live.
You just want to stall.
Yeah.
So maybe that might be better than what we're running. I'm not sure. Life Orb Primarina with Torrent instead of Liquid Voice, so we're not running the spread damage from Hyper Voice for Water type, but we get Hydro Cannon and Blizzard and Moonblast instead.
Yeah, this is still your Dynamax target. Like, it's just going to hit everything like a truck, man.
You're just going to want to Dynamax it more often than it just sit there and be a bulky spread damage mon.
Yep.
EV set will be on screen for those YouTube. For those listening on podcast, make sure you go down below and open it up.
Yep, the actual PokePaste is going to be listed down below as always, so you can always follow along and actually, go through this with us as we go through it, so do that.
Last slot here is Cobra Berry Amoonguss. Max HP.
Split the defenses.
Well, pretty much max HP.
Yeah.
It's like you're 2 points, 3 points off at max HP at this point. 2 points.
Yeah, 2.
Which would put you at 200 HP specifically.
Sure.
I have a lot of sets that this is why I'm good with numbers, and I remember numbers, and I'm real good at remembering Pokemon sets. It's like usually just like I remember the numbers that I can get to and where I need to be. But that's
whereas I'm just like Showdown has sliders, I'm gonna use them.
Notably, we are specially defensive, sassy. I believe this is almost the same set that was on the shiny one. It's pretty close.
I believe so. I don't know. I actually don't know on that one.
I couldn't tell you. I need to go through and clear my shiny one that we got from the event because I don't like that spread. I'd rather have a more defensively bulky flying such a prominent attack. Energy Ball, Rage Powder, Spore, and Protect. I'm surprised we're running Energy Ball instead of like a Giga Drain or something.
I like Giga. I like Sludge Bomb.
I like Clear Smog.
I like Pollen Puff. Like Energy Ball is the one I don't like.
It's got Mugus has 4 move syndrome really really bad because you want these 3, but then you want to stick like Sludge Bomb and a Grass move and Pollen Puff.
That's the thing is like a lot of them just cut Protect.
Yeah,
and I think that's 100% fine. Like, not having Protect on a Moongus is like, whatever.
You're able to switch him out and get his health back anyway, so it's like, it's fine. I know there's a couple people in the Discord who are big fans of Turbo Shroom, which is pretty much max speed Amoonguss.
What?
So you Tailwind, Timid, and I think it's enough speed to where Tailwind plus Timid gets you to be fast, pretty much the fastest thing on the field.
Why?
So you can fast Spore people.
Oh my lord! But then you're not bulky.
You don't need to be bulky if everything's asleep.
You do to be able to live to make sure everything's asleep.
But you're the fastest thing.
Oh my lord. I haven't heard of Turbo Shroom, and now I'm...
You need to go back to the Discord and read them. Read up on it. That's your homework for next week.
Oh, my lord.
This team looks really, really cool. I like anything that really runs Dracozolt.
I'm a big fan of Dracozolt, man. I'm a big fan of Dracozolt and Primarina and Amoonguss, and like I love Hitmontop. Hitmontop is one of my favorite Pokemon for competitive play, and it's not good enough. And that sucks.
Yeah.
I love Top. First team I built on cart for Series 1 was Hitmontop Garachyu. And it was beautiful, and I loved it. It was not good.
No.
But, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, man.
Yeah. I'm just like, I need to play more, and playing the laddering episodes is going to help me get back into playing more, because I have just not played for so long.
That's where I'm at. And, like, I took this week off because I normally record my matches on Monday, like my first set. But Monday I worked so late that I didn't get home till like 7:15 or whatever. I'm usually in bed by 7 for work.
Mm-hmm.
So I text Carl. I'm like, "Hey, here's what's up. What do you want me to do? I can record Tuesday because I'm gonna have a short day." Or he's like, "Well, I can just record this week." I'm like, "Okay." So that's where we're at.
Scrolling through
the old Reddit.
here. That's a funny story.
I didn't read it all, but whatever.
They were playing with the Zero EV Rillaboom all of Series 5.
Ah, nice.
Oh yeah, reminder for Players Cup 2 qualifiers. It starts September 24th at 5 p.m. Pacific and ends September 27th at 4:59 Pacific. So for those of you who aren't on the West Coast,
adjust your time
accordingly.
I feel bad for the Singapore guys. I really wish they could play.
Yeah, APAC getting dropped entirely kind of sucks. Plus, also Russia's not in it.
Yeah, you were kind of mentioning that.
Russia is not in it, exempt from it. We know China and Japan always pretty much are, but they make U.S. and whatever accounts and join and play all the time. The fact that they kept Australia and New Zealand, but they dropped the rest of that area is just like...
irritates me.
It's irritating for sure.
And like, I'm not even affected by it, you know?
And there's no update. Like, they haven't told anybody anything about it. It sucks. But what we do have is the RBGC circuits. They have a Discord for it now, so you can actually go and join that Discord, and a lot of them are run through that area.
Cool. I'll have to hop on that because I didn't know that.
It is a very recent change. It was like this week recent.
Cool.
But the next one is, well, they're obviously so they have to be out after they've already happened, but they are Fridays and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, -4, which I believe that is like...
I have no idea on this one.
Trying to remember what time zone that is. I believe that is pretty much East Coast, but I'm not sure. Anyway, they're a lot of fun. A lot of cool teams get posted.
I know Swede set up a Series 5 tournament for practice. When is that? Do you remember when that is?
That one is, I think it's tonight.
That's awkward.
We don't. It's not meant for us.
Yeah, I know.
That one's meant for EU players to go and play. Definitely go and join that. Again, I think they're going to be a more common thing.
Especially just because like there's not a way to play these next few weeks to play this. So being able to have these small indie tournaments running is really nice because it allows us to actually get experience and actually play against something other than I'm just going to click this button and hope I get paired against the Series 5 team.
Yeah. Again, we're running Littleroot Rumbles, which we'll probably have another one before Players Cup. We might try
most likely
and run one ourselves again before. I'm probably gonna look into making a challenge channel, so you can just like, hey, looking for challenge for this.
For sure, I think that actually really helped. Just because, like, hey, I'm free. I want to play some matches. Is anyone free?
Yeah, just like throw that out there.
I think that'd be a really good addition.
It'll probably be there by the time this goes up.
And we're getting really close to that 100 member mark, which I said quite a while back that once we hit that, we'll put out for a mod application. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really soon.
We're almost at 100 subs on YouTube as well.
Dang!
We were at 81. I think we're at 79 now because YouTube went ahead and purged a bunch of fake accounts.
That tells me that not everyone in the Discord subbed to us on YouTube. Not that I'm calling them out,
but yeah, the YouTube's doing good. The schedule's pretty good. It's pretty consistent. I'm enjoying like the rate of how our content's going. It's not doing phenomenal by like any means the word, but
I mean,
it's
everyone's got to start somewhere.
I like consistent. I'd rather have consistent than spike, no spike, spike, no spike, spike, no spike, like it was real early on.
Yep. And I mean, worst part is we didn't plan on having a YouTube channel.
No, it was just going to be a podcast.
Yeah, someone when we first posted it on Reddit was like, "Hey, do y'all have a YouTube channel? I'll listen to it on there." I'm just like, "No, but yes, now we do." So I think week 1 we didn't, and then episode 2.
I just put them both out.
Yeah, when episode 2 went up, we had them both on there. So it's been an experience.
Yeah. Because when we were doing Magic, we tried to stream it because that's where most of the Magic content lied, was in streaming and whatnot. So it was easier just to try and stream the podcast and then upload the podcast to Anchor and whatnot. But now it's Pokemon content's a little bit different. We like to
PokeTubers.
PokeTubers are much bigger than the streamers are.
Yeah.
Because Twitch doesn't really have a good way.
I mean, to be fair, Magic was never really a Twitch streamer. It was never...
It's better than it was on YouTube.
For sure. But it was... Magic content was just not good, man.
Magic content still is not good.
And, not that I want to, give WotC a hard time, but they just don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't.
They had their new set release, and I tried to watch some today, and just it was unwatchable.
Yeah.
There was a there was a glitch in the program that every time you hit the resolve or the next button, the options menu would open. It's like, how? How is this something that's even possible?
That means the listener for the options button is been either changed and wired to that other button.
Yeah, but when you're implementing new cards, what does that have to do with your old program that was working?
Wow.
What caused this error?
Because WotC is an independent developer that has no budget.
They're a small indie company. Leave them alone.
Exactly. Yeah. But
dude,
I'm so glad we swapped to Pokemon.
It's so easy to make fun of WotC. That's the worst part.
That's the easy part. Yeah, no, that's what makes great content. Is just make fun of WotC all the time. But so glad we made the
for sure.
Pokemon.
For sure.
I'm happy to have you all here listening all the time.
We're coming up on 6 months now.
We're past 6 months.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up on 8. I can't do math. Leave me alone.
28 would have been 7 months. So we're just past 7 months going on 8.
Yeah, that's what I said. We're coming up on 8.
Yeah.
Cool. I've got nothing else to ramble about this week, man.
I had something I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it is now.
I couldn't even tell you what you were attempting to think.
What was it? There was something I saw, and I wanted to talk about it, and I can't remember what it was now. Anyway.
Getting us out of here?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, everyone. If you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below what you're playing for Series 5, if you're even going to play now. And like the video, because likes and comments are the best way for us to be engaged and help us promote our own videos. So, if If you're not listening on YouTube, go do that. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube that is good content. I love our content. When I'm not the one recording it, I go and watch it because it's good. So, past that, you can always find us on Twitter at LR Lessons, myself at Cardinal25, and Carl at Musical_33. You can follow Carl and I both on Twitch at Mr. Missouri25 and at Musical. It is currently September, so if you're interested in supporting us, you can always do that and save yourselves a little bit of money, and we still get all the revenue from it. So it would be greatly appreciative, but I'm not gonna I can't force someone to do it. So
yeah.
If you want to go above and beyond, it would be fantastic. Past that, Twitch, Twitter, Discord. Make sure you come and join our Discord server. We have a ton of people. It is fantastic. I love every single one of them. We haven't had any kinds of problems, and
just an occasional bot.
Dude, we haven't had a bot in a hot
It's been a hot minute since we had a bot.
Like, we were talking like 15 people. Like, it's been forever since we've had a bot. But, I think that's it. Anything else you can think of?
No.
Alright, I'm getting out of here, everybody. You all have a good week. We'll be back next week for some more podcast stuff. And we'll be back all week on YouTube. If you're not already on there, go follow us. So, have a good one. Peace.